I swear, if I hear one more sentence starting with the word but in a snooty tone, chin stuck out, eyes rolled up, hand displayed in a distinct gesture of yet unfounded courage, I might lose it. I will deny it to my core, but I was once very much like you. I don't think all those ancient years ago they had a fancy descriptor like tween. But in those precious ages between the single digits and the teenage years, I do recall being quite precocious. That's a term people use to be nice about saying I was a sassy smartass with an overinflated sense of self. I argued a lot. I stomped off. I rolled my eyes. I scoffed. I complained loudly to myself in the hopes that others would bend to my will without me having to participate at all in the confrontation. I spent a good bulk of my time with my arms crossed defiantly in front of my body. This defiance may be a biological trait, perfected by each subsequent generation because you, my dear, have got it down. And real talk, I don't actually know what I'm supposed to do there. There's no handbook, no series of emotional depth classes you have to navigate before they let you bring your tween home. No one gives you a test and a license for raising a real whole person when you may not actually be a real whole person yourself. I often feel out of my depth with you. I rarely feel prepared to properly handle the emotional situations you bring to my place at the table. I didn't know that I'd let you down while thinking I was protecting you when Blake died. I have to admit, sometimes I don't even know what protecting you looks like anymore. It used to be easy. Don't stick the thing in the socket, and no, you cannot eat the peanut butter before your first birthday, and I'll hold your wrist across this road if I have to, so help me. You're growing up, and sometimes I think I've stopped. Because you see, I think adults, at a certain point, just grow older. Parents are programmed to put so much mental and emotional effort into the first years, the formative ones, afraid that every choice will have a lasting impact on the impending doom of when our precious little snowflakes grow up and away from us. We spend so much time consumed with bottle versus breast, vaccines or no, attachment parent, Moby or Tula. Is it too early for my child to experience the joy of honey? Honey, you guys. I blush with embarrassment remembering all those moments lost, spent wondering whether my baby will suffer from botulism. And then all the subsequent moments spent Googling, what is botulism? The truth is, very few of the things I actually worried about even matter now that you, my daughter, are 10. You know what matters now? Our open lines of communication that let you freely bring me your stress over your friend being rude to you. The fact that I model the behavior of, you can always tell me when you don't agree, and the fact that I love and take care of my body. Bella, you were once tasked with writing a reflective paragraph for class. You chose the phrase, ways my mom and dad are equal. And far beyond any trophy or perfect grade you will ever bring home, that, my dear, made me swell with pride. It has nothing to do with whether you were formula-fed from your moment of birth or whether I co-slept with you out of sheer and utter laziness. You chose for yourself to understand a thing that I did not explicitly teach. The fact is, you were always bound to grow up. Whatever choices I made, Bella, you were always going to get to the part where my choices for you came second to your own choices for you. And that happens without warning. With no preparation, you have to straddle the line between little kid and teenager without the safety net of being typically either of those. I'm not prepared for this either, as it turns out. The title of parent is always on top, but I naively didn't address when the job description changed. I got to your 10th birthday, a decade into parenting, and realized I'm still kind of crappy at it. But while you navigate you and learn who you are, please know that I see you. I see you, Isabella, and I apologize that I am stumbling along beside you, still navigating and figuring me out too. But I'm so proud of all you've become, all on your own. Can you just, I don't know, keep your seatbelt fastened or something? Because I still feel like I'm making some of the rules around here.